We're making feather sticks, bro. No, we're not really, but you know. But lots of people, they also want to see some chopping action, right? Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, how about I tell you all about this folder by Cold Steel called the Spartan. So this knife is it has a unique blade shape, and it's very good at cutting and slicing. So I believe it comes with a hollow grind. But as you can see, all I'm doing is pulling, and it's just slicing easy. But that hollow grind really helps with the slicing as well. You know, it's a very fine edge. And this one I'm using right now is something that needs to be sharpened. But as you can see, despite that not as sharp as it came in the boxness, it's quite good. It's quite good. You see that? Do you see that? That's ridiculous, you know? This is something I used a lot for work, and a lot of times, you know, I had to break down cardboard to put it in the recycle bin, or just, you know, like, let's say if I have to, like, you know, okay, break it down because recycle centers don't accept just plain boxes. You know, some cardboard boxes, it's not as easy to simply fold, so you do have to cut them. You have to cut them open, and yeah, do you see that? That's ridiculous. And it needs to be sharpened still anyway. All right, so this knife, you know, most people want to like see some paper cutting to see how sharp it is right out of the box. So here it is for you guys, okay? Now this one's a used blade. I've actually hit it against metal before on accident. I sharpened it a little bit. But as you can see, when that happens, when rolling happens and stuff, it's just never really the same, you know? So basically, you know, the new one I bought, you know, this is right out of the box. This has never been sharpened except for by the manufacturer. And you can see how well it actually sharpens, okay? So check this out. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Wow. Am I really ever going to use this knife for this purpose? Probably not. But it's still sharp. Oh my god, like collectors are going to love it. Anyway, you can see it actually comes pretty sharp, and the edge is, the geometry, I guess, is just awesome, you know? That blade shape as well. As you can see, I just pulled it. I pulled cut it. And all you got to do is that, and like even with the older knife, you know, it still cuts amazing. So yeah, I mean, awesome. Why is this knife so cool? Why is this knife so cool? So this is the used one that, you know, I'm choosing to just kind of show for this video. Austin A, made in Taiwan. I love America too, don't worry. So, this knife, you know, it has this shape. And this shape, as I've shown earlier, is really good at drawing, right? It's good at like, you know, just pulling, a simple pulling motion. This handle, as long as you keep these two fingers secure, is great for, let's say if you're chopping, right? If you're chopping wood, stuff like that, you know? If you're one of those people who's inclined to be all like combative and tactical, this is something you can keep your index finger and your thumb pressed against and hold it in a dagger formation, you know? I don't know a screamer, I'm just waving this knife around. But it is awesome. Here's a branch that fell into my yard. And most people, they watch these videos, they really want to see some bushcrafting, because that's how they get their rocks off. So here's some bushcrafting. We're making feather sticks, bro. No, we're not really, but you know. But lots of people, they also want to see some chopping action, right? Well, there's some chopping. There's hardly any torque I can truly give with this flexible branch, but it chopped it easy anyway. Here's some more bushcrafting, guys. Maybe I'll make a separate video with bushcrafting. This is not the type of twig you want to do this with anyway. As you can see, this blade shape is amazing. A lot of people wonder about how viable this is for EDC, because they're always looking for like 5,000 knives they can EDC with, right? You know, and they always carry around these little 3-inchers because, you know, we have a lot of governments that don't want you carrying something larger than 3 inches, which, yes, exactly, that's something you need to think about before you carry this into Berkeley. So, yeah, this was the paper I cut up earlier. Basically, this one is 4.5 inches. It's also very scary looking. It's also a very deadly knife. This is basically a tiny machete, okay? You have, you know, a balance that's more blade oriented, even though you have a very thick handle that you can really grab on for some heavy duty work in the wilderness or something. Despite all this, it fits very gently into your pocket. Okay? I'm wearing loose pants here. If you have tiny pockets, you know, or you wear girl jeans, good luck. But if you wear big boy pants, this will be working fine. Now here is the problem. Do you see how this is only partially opened? Now if I were to slide my fingers up here, guess what happens if it goes just the wrong way? It may just slide back in and boom. Okay? So when you take it out of your pocket, you have to be very careful. This is not for kids. This is not a toy for kids. Okay, this is a toy for grown men. This thing will get the job done, but you also need to be very careful with it, okay? Especially when you're pulling it out of your pocket. If you pull too gentle, it's not going to end well for your fingers. I'm a pianist. That's something I'm worried about. Okay? The 4.5-inch blade may not be legal in a lot of counties to carry, especially if you get in a fight with somebody. So if you want a self-defense weapon and you want to stay out of jail or prosecution, don't carry this. But if you're going to the wilderness, you need to fight a mountain lion. Okay? The keyword is need. This would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's very, very, all you have to do is draw it. If there's a coyote or something, keep it at bay, you know? If it gets too close, they'll get the hint immediately, right? Because all it takes to cut something very easily, even with this knife that I've used a lot and I need to sharpen again, is a simple draw. because this will catch, okay? But amongst civilized human establishments, this may not be the best thing to carry, okay? This is heavy. It's about as heavy as a fixed blade. It feels like my K-bar, except not as fast, strangely enough. But it feels way more powerful, which is crazy, right? So all in all, in conclusion, this is one of my favorite knives. It takes a lot of familiarity to operate. It takes a lot of caution when using, and basically it's one of the most easy knives to use, especially for breaking down cardboard, since that's probably what you're going to be using this for. I'll probably make a separate video if I ever go camping or something and show the feather sticking aspect of it, since everyone's obsessed with that. And yeah, another item that I really kind of looked at a lot that has a similar blade shape is the Cold Steel, I forgot the name. It's the Cold Steel Raja 3 or Raja 3, and it has a really, really similar blade shape. There's also the Raja 2, which is really huge, and I've been thinking about getting that, but maybe not, who knows. If enough people want to see that one, maybe I will get it. But most importantly, I need to get 1,200 more public watch hours in order to be monetized, so that may be incentive enough. Yeah, it's AUS 10A Taiwan steel. It keeps its edge pretty well, considering I haven't really sharpened this much. And it cuts cardboard like really, really well. Like maybe I should just make a different video and just only cut cardboard. But anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like and subscribe, and more on the way. Thank you very much.